gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you what it is right here on Gunner's Profiles. What it is real life, real talk by a real one who really been there, done that. This guy did it. That's it. You don't believe me? Spell it, right? Spell what? I don't know. Just spell it, man. Noodle style, direct fashion. What it ain't is motherfucking added preservatives, man. We ain't giving you no bullshit here, no fake stories, man. This ain't that one channel that tells lies, right? Let's get this is that one channel that tells truth, straight up, and in that fashion. Anyways, we're talking about, as you can tell by that thumbnail, 31 years later, man. 31 pinche years later, the Sacramento Goodguys incident. Do you guys remember? I know I do. For those of you that weren't around for this incident, sit down here. I'm about to give you some knowledge. You definitely didn't get in college. You could get in Google, but you don't get in college, right? Sacramento, California, man. 65th and Stockton Boulevard at the old Florin Mall, right? The Goodguys store. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Goodguys stores were around everywhere back in the day. They were like Circus City, Goodguys. You know what I mean? A lot of stores that done fell off or then went away. Ain't no more Sears, ain't no more Mervyn's. Southgate, ain't no more Lucky's. I mean, there's a couple of Lucky stores. Ain't no more New Deals. You know, all these old school stores, Goodguys was one of them. Okay, it was one of the stores that was well known throughout the Central Valley. I don't know if they had them everywhere. It says kind of in the Central Valley, there was a few of them. Anyways, this one in Sacramento was always frequented by a lot of shoppers. And this day on April 4th, 1991, man, everybody's lives would change. And it was the first time we got to see a hostage situation really play out over the airwaves on TV. So I remember it was right there on the tubo. Everybody was watching it. Everybody was trying to keep up with it. This one incident influenced a lot of gang activity, a lot of gang-related movements, such as the movie Heat. A whole lot of different things happened because of a situation like this, okay? Now, what you had was 4 individuals who felt displaced, who felt discouraged, who felt some type of way, man. The mentality that went into this situation, I can't call it like an alcoholic. I just know at the end of the day, they were not pleased. They were unhappy. They were here in the state of California, feeling displaced from Thailand, their home country. Okay, their job opportunities, they didn't seem like they were having any, which is fucking confusing to me because usually when the Asians come over, they get plugged in one time. So get going to the pinchy store and all that. I could be totally off base. But what I'm saying is these guys felt they had nothing coming and they were going to take it out on anybody they wanted to take it out on. So on that day, towards the evening time of April 4th, 1991, what these 4 individuals out of the city of Sacramento decided to do was slide up in the Goodguys store. Only they came armed, Holmes. Oh, they came ready. So they came ready with pistols con un pinche shotgun, right? And they walked right in the store, and it wasn't a robbery. They weren't trying to take your separate mine from yours. They weren't trying to do all that. It wasn't a monetary gain type situation. It was a hostage situation. Why? I don't know. In hindsight, thinking back, now I'm older. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, hey, shit, this shit is tight, Holmes. But now as an older Vato, I understand there was innocent people. There was children in there. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good thing to do. But at the same time, why didn't these 4 babos just go fucking hijack a fucking plane and get on, right? I don't know. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying it just seems weird, right? That they did it like this, but maybe they were on a mission. Maybe they were on a suicidal mission. Maybe they just had their own mindset. I don't fucking know. You know, maybe they were high. Right? The crack was fucking on back then. You know, it was pura. So maybe they were on that pura. Anyways, they go into this Goodguys store in the evening time, and it's a hostage situation. Now, what makes this such a big thing, especially in the city of Sacramento at that time, which was not as vicious and violent as it is now. So it was starting to be. But this was one of the key things that set it off, right? That put them on the map as far as fucking crazy. Because it made national news. We all got to watch it play out on TV before us. This whole hostage situation, as you can tell by that clipping that I put in, that's how it played out. It was a sad and unfortunate event 31 years ago. Something I'll never forget. Anyone that's from the state of California, especially Northern California, remembers this incident. If you don't, you bumped your fucking head, right? This was way out there in Sacramento. This is what set Sacramento on fire. Believe me, this is at least one of the incidents that did. Right there on 65th and Stockton Boulevard, that Goodguys store. So these 4 guys pop in. Fuck it, Holmes, la primera. And when they go in, they decide to take hostages. And the crazy thing about this was there was demands. They had demands. They wanted 4 bulletproof vests. You know what I mean? Why are you going to go in there without vests in the first place? I can't call it. Why are you going to go in there and then ask the cops for vests? So I said, the cops are not there to assist you. They're to cap you, right? Or lock your ass up. That, good guys, bad guys. No pun intended. Good guys, right? So when these guys went in there, their first demands was they wanted 4 vests. Then, of course, they started fucking shooting hostages. They shot one hostage in the leg, made him fucking crawl up out of there, and he brought the demands to the placas, which were 4 vests. They wanted a helicopter, and they wanted to talk to the president of the fucking Thailand. They didn't want no money. They didn't want no tortas. I would have said, this would have been my demands right off the top. And I'm not saying I would ever do no shit like that. I said, first of all, I want 20 tacos de carne asada. Straight up, let's run that, right? I need a jamaica and a horchata to wash that one down, right? So that's right off the top. I need 3 fat girls and an Instagram hoe, right? Just because the homeboys need some fun, and it ain't fun if the homeboys can't have none. That would have been my demands off the top. Oh, by the way, we need 4 vests and a helicopter too. Hey, I almost forgot. That's it. My mind was in the gutter, right? This is what my shit would have been in a menudo style direct fashion. But these guys were pretty adamant about wanting these vests. They actually shot a hostage on his way out. So Sasuke, pow! You know, don't trip. It'll hurt a little bit. But Sasuke, so we mean business. The Vatos stood up at it. It's not a funny situation. I'm making a funny light out of it. But it happened 31 years ago, and it affected a lot of real families, children, everybody that was there. It's very unfortunate that it happened in our history, but it's something that happened in the Northern California history. Sasuke, I felt I should touch on because it's been 31 years. You need to remember history. Historia is what counts. You know what I mean? The historical facts. So this Vato went out there, gave the demands. Of course, the placas were like, fuck you. You guys ain't got nothing coming. And this is how it was back in the day. We will not negotiate, right? Which is right. You're not supposed to negotiate with these people, especially people that have women and children hostage. I think eventually over time, they let one woman and her 2 children, she had a little girl and a baby, a newborn baby, up out of the situation. That I commend them for that. For other things they've done, Sasuke, you motherfuckers is crazy, right? This right here did a lot of things to the state of California. 1, this made laws harsher. You know, they tried to make this into a gang thing that it really wasn't. It was just 4 fucking individuals that felt slighted or felt played, and they had their own reasonings for doing this, you know? But they tried to make it a gang-related issue. They tried to say it was Asian gangs. They started to target Asian gangs around that time. So I remember, man, they were in Merced locking Asian gangs up left and right. So I was so you guys are the good guys, huh? You guys are the good guys? They were like, the good guys? No, fuck, we're MOD, that's it, right? Straight MOD, huh? Right? They didn't want no part of that, but everybody was getting tied up into that situation. It was ugly. Eventually, there were several hours that went by with this negotiations, and as one of these, I don't know what you would consider, I don't consider them terrorists, I would consider them fucking babosos. As one of the babosos, the shooters, the hostage takers, is letting another hostage out, that's when the team went in. So that's the goon squad. Rah! They hit him, glass went flying everywhere, as you can tell by that video. And what makes this such an infamous thing that happened, what makes this, I think, the most infamous video and pictures are because these vatos were crazy. They were about their business. They were like, fuck it, homes, we're going to go out shooting. One of them takes off running, as you can tell by that video I dropped. One of them takes off running by the front window, bah, 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 shooting every hostage that they have tied up on the ground. They bound all hostages with wire, so they had a lot on the ground and a lot sitting on the side. These guys were like, if we're going to go, we're going to take everybody with us. I think their true intentions were to go in there and just commit suicide, murder-suicide. That's pretty much what it looked like to me. But as a kid, I thought it was cool. Hey, look, mom, what? Mijo, I'm trying to make frijoles. Fuck that. No, yeah. Okay, we have that every day. Look, you know what I mean? What are we going to have something different, Efson? It's like, we're going to have carne around this motherfucker? Anyways, look. Hey, watch it. They're killing people on TV. I know, mijo. They do it all the time. No. Like, really? In Sacramento, right? Okay, pobre people, let me pray and shit. Fuck that. This is cool, eh? That's what I thought. I was a baboso. I was a young kid. I didn't know how to act, right? But it changed a lot in the state of California. It put California on the map at that time in the 90s. And I think that set the trend for the early 90s. And 90s got very, very vicious. It was incidents like this in the city of Sacramento that got Northern California on fire. Everyone was talking about it. I remember when I was a little kid going to school. Said, okay, this is right before I even picked up a murder. Fuck it, you know what I mean? They did it. You know what the good guys actually do? What can I? The mentality was that, man. Shooting was now out there. People were seeing it on their own TVs. They were seeing it on national television. It was right there on our doorstep. It was home. See, in the valley, in the Central Valley, you got Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto, Merced, Fresno, and so on and so forth, all the way to Tulare County. Then it starts fucking getting into Southern California, past Delano, and it's on and cracking, right? And the Northern California, of course, was considered way up north, Sacramento on up. And then you had the Bay Area. But in the Central Valle, we were a close-knit community. We were the Valleros. 209, 916, sabes que, it was what it was. There was no 559 back then. Sorry, perros, it wasn't. It was 209, right? Don't get it fucked up. And so at this time, we all used to, it would stick together for power, right? And the menudo style Peru we did, right? So we were all together, and I'm not trying to disrespect Peru. I see some people living think, hey, Gunner's disrespecting. No, I'm not, man. I'm fucking making fun of fucking Whack 100. Fuck that ugly motherfucker, pitas. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Spence on la tira. You know what I mean? I'm just having fun, eh? Anyway, so when we seen this go down, man, we were like, fuck, it's getting crazy right here on our doorstep. Nowadays, people get shot every day. It's nothing. So it's good you step over. Oh, damn. You know what I mean? Oh, negative, right? You just keep on walking. It ain't nothing. It's normality. It's normal. Shootings are normal now, right? It's unfortunate, but that's the sad truth. Especially in the state of California, up north in Northern California, Southern California, they rock, right? But back then it was taboo, it was something different. Like you would hear about gang-related shootings and even participate in some, allegedly. But this shit was out there for everyone to see. And I remember it had a big impact on the Asian community because now all Asians were looked at like shooters and such. They were, but such alleged, right? It didn't matter. What these four guys did will forever impact the city of Sacramento, will forever impact the state of California, just because it's something I'll never forget. I knew exactly where I was. I was sitting right there in my living room. I was watching something. I think it was wrestling. I think Hulk Hogan versus Paul, Mr. Wonderful, Pinchy Orndorff. I was watching wrestling, and this popped in. Sabes que, we got a breaking news. They just said it just like that too. Sabes que, you know what I mean? This is the Valle. Sabes que, we got a fucking breaking newscast right now. Trip out. There's fucking 4 chinos. They're in there killing everybody. I said, watch it. You don't believe me? Spell it, right? I was like, what the fuck? So I'm watching this newscast, and sure enough, man, when that guy took off running shooting, it inspired movies. Movies like Heat, where these guys wore full body armor and got off where they were mad at. It inspired several gangs to spring up. It seems like gangs fucking shot up overnight. Hey, fuck, call us body, we're good guys, right? People were taking it and running with it. They thought it was a cool thing. In hindsight, 2020 is hindsight, right? Or is it 40-40? I don't know what it is, right? Whatever it is, it's hindsight. Now, as an older vato looking back, I said, damn, it was sad. That was a sad situation in California. That was something we weren't used to. You actually seen people getting shot on live television. You don't see that now. Well, now you do best score. Orale, tap in one, allegedly. Back then, you never seen shit like that. And to see that, for them to show it on news was a little different. Usually it's like, hey, the images you're about to see are going to fuck your head up, right? Nah, this was just like, hey, watch it, kid, 8-year-old. Let's get 9, 10-year-old. Hey, kid, don't trip. Put the tortilla down and watch this. Watch it, it's about to get good right now. Pow, see that? Palo, right? That's exactly how it was. And it will forever taint my life, because I think that's when my eyes were open to just how real gangs and just how real the brutality of the streets are. Okay? Even though this wasn't gang related, they tried to make it a gang related issue. Charlie Holmes, these were just 4 Walters from Thailand who were disgruntled. That's all it was. In the end, 3 hostages died. Okay? 3 of the suspects got shot and died. They succumbed to their wounds. One of them, so I don't know where he's at right now, but he lived, right? But 6 people in all died. 11 were injured. It was a very vicious situation. I don't believe people learned their lessons and things like this. I believe people seen it. I was like, shit, we could do that shit too. Copycats. They started to do that too. And that's just how it went down, So 31 years later, what has changed in the world? What has changed from that one incident that made Northern California get on fire? Because that was the one. To me, that was. Especially in the Valley. I'm going to tell you right now, a whole lot has changed. A whole lot. Motherfuckers is crazy. It's gotten worse. Help! Guard! I like your shoes. I like your paddle. They're clean out there. They're clean. You know what I mean? For good times. Fuck it. That's it for cheap times. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers ain't playing in real life. It's got worse. It's gotten crazier. It makes the good guys look like bad guys. It's different now, okay? Things have changed. Where you think we would have learned from our past mistakes and things like that, Charlie. Fuck the good guys. I said, we're going to do 10 more things. When I think good guys, I don't even think the good guy. I think Chucky, okay? I'm a good guy. You know what I mean? I'll be your friend to the end, or your enemy guy, right? They ain't playing nowadays, and that's just the way the world has went. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. It hasn't elevated and gotten better. Okay? And it's incidences like this, and there's been several instances throughout the whole United States, throughout the world, that were probably worse than this. You know, we had 9/11, we had fucking the Challenger blew up. Remember that in '86? We had just a lot of different things that happened. The Rodney King riots, of course, George Floyd. When it comes to the Mexicanos, man, we've had the end of hostilities. Just a lot of different fucking shit you thought you'd never see, right? We've had. Okay? Some for the good, most for the bad. This is an incident, like I said, forever in my life, I'll never forget. It's 31 years later. What's happened in 31, Holmes? I feel like Baskin Robbins around this bitch. 31 flavors, right? In 31 years, I done been to YA, to prison, to prison, to prison, to prison, to out, to prison, to out, right? And now my life has finally changed 31 fucking years later. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk about the one incident that was a catalyst in my life that opened my eyes to the brutality of the streets, that let me know, man, shit, anybody can get it. I remember it was a big thing. I remember that night watching it and my jefita telling me, mijo, you know, when you grow up, so you don't want to be involved in shit like that. 10 years later, I'm like, I don't think good guys, right? I didn't listen. I was a baboso. I should have fucking listened, but I didn't. I made a choice and I chose wrong. I made a promise, girl, to leave it alone. I should have, right? But I didn't. Anyways, April 4th, 1991 will forever be etched in the minds of Californians, will be forever etched in the minds of the Asian community, because it was a fucking cold game, the way that the authorities treated them, the way that people fucking oppressed them because of that. I remember people were tripping like, hey, they were looking at the Asians like, hey, look at their hand. They got a gun? They got a gun? You know what I mean? Fuck that, eh? You know what I mean? Get off, get off. And it wasn't like that, man. You can't base people and judge them all because a few fucking idiots chose to do this, you know? For no rhyme or reason other than, it's like, yeah, I went to McDonald's and they denied my application. Fuck that. Let's go shoot up good guys. Come on, let's go. Right? And they did their thing. Crazy and unfortunate situations. But they happen now every day. Now it's mainstream. Now we're used to it. There's kids right now that are watching this that are like, it's full talking. That wasn't even shit, Holmes. You know what I mean? I'll show you how to do it real nice. Yeah, I know. But back then, it was the shit, right? And it was just different. Anyways, that was the Goodguys, Sacramento Goodguys incident of 1991, April 4th. It happened right there on the corner of 65th and Stockton Boulevard at the old Florida Mall. And it's something that will forever be etched in the minds of everybody. I'll never forget. Anyways, with that being said, I just wanted to put that story out there. Like I said, it's 30 plus years later. And for those of you that know in California, you know. With that being said, move fast with a purpose. Hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. That's called hustling, man. Going out there and hustling for your familia. Ain't no one going to do it for you, homes. Why they want to play a hate on you? Oh, they want to play a hate on you. Believe me. And they will. They will continue to strive and struggle for what they believe in, which is player hating, right? So just do your thing, man. If you like this story and many more to come, please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate you. Thumbs up. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the unity of all raza, black, brown, Asian, stand up. We rock with you, my peoples. I wasn't mad at you. Shit, I said, fuck that. You motherfuckers shoot people, right? Allegedly. With that being said, gracias, gente. Make sure you tap into Gunners Collective, where I dropped a Boom Bangladesh today. And over here, we're going to follow the yellow back road. Follow that till tomorrow. Another one. Bang, bang. And another one.